Hey, cafe team. Hey, I just wanted to take a minute and send you a couple of videos equipping so that you feel totally ready for this Sunday. So first of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for saying yes to joining the cafe team and helping us get this thing launched. Whether you have served in cafe before or you're new to serving on Sunday mornings with guest experience altogether, either way, it's totally fine because we have changed a whole lot of things about the cafe. A lot of it's brand new. We are simplifying it and hoping it's just super simple, super fun, and a great way to engage with guests and with each other. So I want to just do this first video. I'm going to try to keep it as short and sweet as possible, but it covers the most material out of the videos I'm going to send you. I just want to go over why we do what we do, how the cafe team plays into the whole guest experience team, and then go through some things like our cafe hours that we're going to have, our COVID policy. So I'm going to go through it short, try to keep it very concise, but if you have more questions after you watch this video, please reach out and let me know via text or phone call, and I will answer them for you. So first of all, why do we do what we do on Sunday mornings? Why do we all gather together in this building to do church? Why do we do that? Our belief is the reason why we do it is because we believe that one encounter with Jesus changes everything. For all of us, just one encounter changes everything in our whole lives. And so that's why we get together. We try to create, and for guest experience, we get to create the environments where people can encounter the hope of Jesus. Whether it's in the parking lot, we want people to encounter the hope of Jesus in the parking lot. In the atrium or cafe area, we hope that people encounter the hope of Jesus. In our worship center, we hope that people encounter the hope of Jesus, and guest experience gets to be a part of setting those environments. So for the atrium team, which cafe, you are a part of our atrium team. We have 4 teams. We have our outside team, atrium team, worship center team, and our section host team. And each of those teams have a team leader, and then each of those teams have specific roles within them. So for the atrium team, that is our info center team, our atrium host, and our cafe. So cafe is part of our atrium team. For the 9:30 service, the Murrays, Chris and Becky Murray, are the leaders of the atrium team. For the 11 o'clock service, we don't have a team leader yet. So I'm filling in that role for now. But that is something that we are looking at and praying through to find the person to lead that team. But the win for the cafe team, or for the atrium team in general, the win is to create an environment that engages and serves people. So that's our win. And for cafe, you can totally see how you do that. A cafe is not just to serve food, it is to serve the people there. It is to engage them. And so that is our win. Now, in the cafe, there are going to be 3 specific roles, but we're going to start with just 2 as we are opening it up. Like I said, we want to open it super simple. So some of you on the cafe team will be cashiers. That means you will be the one standing at the iPad, the register. You will be taking the orders, putting it in, printing out a receipt. Now, just so you know, we are only doing cards only for payment, no cash anymore. So there's no setting up the register. It's really just turning on the iPad, getting the program set up, and running cards. If people only have cash, we will discount those and give it to them for free, and then just let them know that in the future, cards only. So just don't stress out about that, but we're trying to make it super simple. So we have our cashier. Then the other position we're starting with is our food handlers. So our food handlers will be doing the coffee. We're not doing self-serve anything right now because of COVID. So they will be doing the coffee or the water. They will be doing and handling the food, which is only going to be donuts and kolaches to start with. So food handlers will be doing the food and the drinks and then handing those to the guests with a mask and with gloves. So those are our 2 that we're going to start with. As soon as we grow the team a little more, we'll have a cafe host who will wipe down tables, push back chairs, engage the guests that are sitting in the cafe. It's going to be a great role as well. Until then, we will if we get a lull, we will jump out and do those things out from behind the counter and do those. So those are our roles that we're starting with. Cafe schedule. If you are serving in shift 1, then you need to arrive on campus before 9:30 to get your name tag, get checked in. You'll need to get be ready to go for the 9:30 huddle. So shift 1 has a huddle that starts at 9:30. So you need to be checked in and ready for that huddle. During that huddle, you will do a culture point, and then you will pray together. You'll make sure everything is set up. The coffee is brewing and ready. The items, the kolaches and donuts are ready to go. Everybody will glove up and mask up. We have cool new aprons for you to wear if you're behind the counter. And that's just kind of like a uniform. It's not really there to protect you, although it could protect you from splash coffee. It's really just there to say, hey, I am part of the cafe team. And then the cafe will open right at 9:45. So service has already started. People have already gone in. Now we will open cafe at 9:45 for the other serve team members that are coming in to huddle up. We'll open it from 9:45 so they can get something, and we'll keep it open till 10:45. So for 1 hour, you will be serving. So service gets out at 9:30. Those people will then have 15 minutes to come out and get coffee, get kolaches, get donuts, and before they start serving, or just hang out with friends in the cafe area. So then we will close cafe at 10:45. The cafe will stay closed until 11:15. Shift 2 should show up before 11 o'clock and get checked in. And then at 11 o'clock, shift 2 will do their huddle. And they will go through the culture point. They will pray together. They will then transition at maybe around 11:10 into the cafe to make sure everything's ready so that at 11:15 they can put the "We're Open" sign up and be ready for business for that first team who wants to buy anything. But then as people are coming out of the second service, be ready to serve coffee and refreshments at that time. So then the cafe will close at 12:15. So those are the hours. I'm also going to send you this document that has all of that information on it as well. So even if you want to print this out ahead of time and as I'm talking through, look at it, that would be great. Couple of things that I want to go through real fast, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. Here are some of the changes from if you experienced cafe before or whether you served in cafe before. Here are some of the big changes that we are doing. We have a simplified hours that I just talked through. So we're not just open all day, all morning. We have those specific hours that the cafe will be open. We have a simplified menu. There's only going to be 5 things on the menu: coffee, bottled water, bottled juice, kolaches, donuts. Those are the only 5 things. So on our menu, on the big blackboard above the refrigerator, you will see those 5 items. Condiments, so anything that they want to put in their coffee, any mustard that they might want to put on their kolaches, all of those we are keeping behind the counter. So our food handlers will ask them, would you like creamer and sugar in your coffee? You will hand those condiments to the guest with their coffees or their food. So all those condiments will not be self-serve. Like I said, we are going to be taking credit cards only. And then this is something else that we're going to start doing. So on the coffee cups, it comes with a coffee cup, the lid, and the brown kind of like cardboard sleeves that go. It's like a heat protector. On those sleeves, we are going to write messages of hope. God is good. Jesus has forgiven you. You are loved. Everything is possible. For this Sunday, it might be cool to write some of the words: restore, renew, revive, revival. Like you can think of some of those words and maybe write on those. But every cup of coffee we hand out, we'd love to have just that one of our 4 core values or a word, whatever God lays on your heart, to hand out with that cup of coffee. So we will need to spend a little time on Sunday morning to write some of those up. We've already got a few of them started, but for your team to also do that as well. I think that's just a cool little touch that we will do. COVID procedures. So a couple of things that I want to just go through about how we are going to address the COVID issue. First of all, we're going to just honor each other. We're going to implement social distancing when possible in the cafe. So we're going to ask people to respect each other's space in the line. We are going to refrain from initiating physical contact. So we're going to not initiate handshakes, hugs. If somebody does that, it's your choice whether you want to shake their hand or hug them or not, but we won't initiate it because we want to be super respectful. We want to honor guest space while engaging with them. We want to ensure that we're wearing gloves and masks at all times while we're serving. And then that's really it. That's mainly all we're doing. So we won't, like I said, we won't have anything self-serve. We will be serving everything to them with those procedures. Other than that, that is all I have for this first video. I will send you kind of a video of a tour of our cafe closet so you know what's all we keep in there, and of the cafe itself so you can see where everything is. And then on Sunday morning, we will get together and walk through it as well. And then I've got a couple more little equipping videos I'll send you. So again, thank you so much for saying yes, and I look forward to seeing you Sunday morning.